Hello everyone, Cliffhanger here. So today's video is going to be about what camera gear I'm using currently. So while we're in quarantine, it's difficult for me to make any kind of content that's relevant to what this channel is about. My channel is called Cliffhanger, and the goal was to make, adventure videos for this channel. My goal is to be an adventure filmmaker, and there's not much I can do while I'm home in quarantine, but I have got some really good camera gear to start out with, and I want to show you what I have in my camera bag and what my plans are to do with them once all this is over. So here I have is the Mavic mini drone. I just got this recently, and this is a thing of beauty. Not only is it really small, but it's very, very light too. The reason why I like this is because when I'm climbing at crags, I used to climb with a lot of heavy equipment on my back, and it was just really heavy to walk around with, and it would just take up so much space when I had a lot of stuff, really unorganized. But with this, because it's lightweight and small, I'll be able to store it a lot easier. It's about 149 grams, and that's actually a huge thing. You see, drones actually have a regulation by the FAA. Every country has different regulation rules, but for a lot of drones, any drone above 250 grams has to be registered with the FAA, and this is actually 249, so it's 1 gram less from being required to be registered. And that doesn't mean I can do whatever I want with this drone and just fly it recklessly, absolutely not, but it does mean I have a little bit more freedom as a beginner for starting out this drone. I still would need to have a 107 license to fly commercially with this by the FAA, but I'm just going to start out as a hobby and practice as much as I can with this, and maybe even consider getting to real estate videography once I get good enough and get my license. So let me tell you more about this drone. This drone films in 1080p, and it's got these propeller guards that came with it. So it'll help protect the propellers in case I ever crash into, well, not crash because I don't want to crash, but it'll give it a little bit more protection on the propellers in case a branch gets into it. And it's got a 3-axis gimbal, XYZ, so that's also pretty sweet. It films in 1080p, not 4K. I know this industry is moving more towards 4K, but at the moment, from what other filmmakers have told me, you can still get away with some footage being in 1080p. And besides, it's a drone. Most footage and videos aren't going to be of drone videos, so I'm sure I'll be able to get away with 1080p with a few clips being 1080p. So my smartphone pops in below this controller, and then it connects through Bluetooth to the drone, and basically that's how I'll pilot it. It'll show the screen of what I can see from the drone's camera onto my smartphone, and I just move around and try to get the best cinematic shots I can. So I bought this drone in a bundle known as the Mavic Mini Combo. Believe it or not, this drone by itself is $400, and you have to pay $100 extra just to get the controller with it. But I was able to find a good deal online and get some more included with it. I think I paid $557. So for $557, I got an extra memory card, I got extra batteries, a battery charger, propeller guards, a case, a charger, an extra memory card, lens wiper, and also a backpack, which is over there in the corner. I'll show you in a sec. But I think it was a really good deal, so I bought it. I've only flown this drone once, and it's not easy. I definitely need some practice with this thing, and I gotta be very aware of what the regulations are here in the US. I've taken a look at some of them. They seem pretty reasonable. Don't fly more than 400 feet above the ground. Don't fly over people without their consent. Don't fly over people's property. Don't fly at midnight. You know, that kind of basic stuff. So while I, watch more tutorials on how to fly drones and practice flying a drone, I look forward to the kinds of videos I can make for my climbing videos. I don't think I'm gonna film a lot of climbers with this. Maybe just get some B-roll with this, because I think the battery life for these drones is maybe 20 to 30 minutes each. And I spend a lot more time than that at crags. Maybe I might use it for bouldering or a few climbs with the drone, but I don't want to risk my drone crashing into something or my friend taking a whipper and hitting my drone. That's what I'm concerned about. So I'm just gonna stick to filming climbers with a DSLR or maybe a camcorder. I do like the case this came in with. It's really durable, and if everything fits in really well together in this. So it's a lot easier to store in my bag, a lot easier to carry, very lightweight, so really convenient. I got a really good quality drone for a really good price, and it's gonna be a lot easier to store too with my climbing gear. Because have you seen other 4K drones like the Phantom? Like, those things are fucking huge. It's as big, it like literally needs its own case separate from it. Like, there's no way even that drone by itself would fit in my climbing bag, and I can't carry that around when I'm going to crags and hiking. I can't do that. That's too much weight. That's too big, too much space. So yeah, I'm really happy with this drone. It's a really good one. So also real quick, it also came with the landing pad. Pretty useful for when places you're at aren't very flat, and it gives you a nice flat spot for your drone to land onto. You can also have it land on your hand, but I'm really glad that they also included a helmet pad with this. So real quick, before I put the drone aside, this is what the drone case looks like. The drone and the controller and some batteries are all inside this, so really lightweight, really easy to store. So yeah, good durability, good quality for its price. That's a really good deal. So now here's the bag I also got with this bundle. It's a lot smaller than I was expecting, and I'm not sure if I will use this. Maybe I will, just for professional usage, but as for crags, maybe for bouldering, but absolutely not for crags, because first off, I can't even put my climbing rope into this. That's a huge problem, and even if I can get my camera gear in this, I probably have nowhere to store my harness or my climbing shoes. So I think I'm just gonna use this for film gigs, like maybe weddings, real estate, and any kind of videography work.